India bombed military installations and terror dens in the heart of Pakistan, causing significant damage to its key air bases and army stations. Not just this, India has also busted Pakistan's lies during the conflict with evidence at various forums on multiple occasions. Pakistani military locations alongside terror infrastructure suffered heavy damage in precision strikes and the subsequent aerial raids carried out by India under Operation Sindoor in response to the Pahalgam attack. So is it a populist measure by the Shehbaz Sharif government to divert attention of angry Pakistanis who have been criticizing their own government and forces over India's attack? That is the big question. So that is the big story at this point in time, viewers. After the drubbing that was meted out by India via Operation Sindoor, Pakistan government has promoted its controversial army chief Asim Munir to the rank of Field Marshal, which is the highest military rank in the country. And to tell us more on this, I'm now being joined over the phone line by our editor-in-chief Wasbir Hussain. So Wasbir, can there be a bigger irony than this? The Pakistan army had just been badly drubbed by India, and now you have the army chief getting promoted to the highest military rank. How do you look at this development, Wasbir?
I look at it as a big joke, Raunak. This is the biggest joke in recent years that Pakistan has decided to promote its army chief, the controversial army chief, Asim Munir, to the post of Field Marshal. And as we know, that Field Marshal is the highest rank in the Pakistani military, and he's the only second Field Marshal in the country. It was in 1959 that the then Pakistan president himself elevated himself to the rank of a Field Marshal, despite being the president. So this is the irony of Pakistan. Now, Operation Sindoor, that had been able to give almost a death blow to the Pakistani air assets, to the Pakistani Air Force. It has exposed the inability of the Pakistani Air Force to deal with its enemy. This has been exposed to the world. India has successfully decimated almost all the Pakistani air bases. It struck up to 10 to 11 air bases that the country has, and they've lost most of its radar systems, most of its early warning systems. They've lost an aircraft that was for reconnaissance and early warning aircraft that have lost. They've lost 60 to 70 people in the air strikes in their air bases. And the BrahMos missiles that India used that proved to be lethal and deadly as far as Pakistan is concerned, and that has aroused a tremendous curiosity around the world. The BrahMos missile is a sensation in the global military circles now, because this is the first time that the BrahMos missiles indigenously developed by the DRDO. Of course, it also has a big component, Russian technology component, but that has become a hit in the military circles around the world. Now, after getting this drubbing, Pakistan deciding to promote its army chief to the rank of a Field Marshal is absolutely ridiculous. The only reason why I think this has been done is to divert public attention, because not just the common people, it is even the lawmakers have been raising questions on the floor of the House in the Pakistani Parliament, asking about the reverses that the Pakistani armed forces faced at the hands of the Indian assault, and not a single Indian airfield could be hit by the Pakistanis. They sent in droves and swarms of drones. They sent in camouflage drones. They sent in vague, cheap drones, and behind them, they were sending in weaponized drones. So all these tactics, all these tricks of the Pakistanis were immediately detected by the Indians and gave a befitting reply. Then Pakistani were using the P-15 Chinese missiles, which also did not deliver its results. So apart from Pakistan failing to achieve its objective, its main world-weather ally, China, which was supplying 80% of the Pakistan's military hardware, has also got exposed before the international community. Now, Pakistan in the early days of the conflict, they claimed that they have downed 5 Indian planes, including Rafale and so on and so forth, but they could not produce the shred of evidence to substantiate his claim. And when a foreign journalist asked his defense minister to give evidence, he said, "Oh well, it is all over the social media." So this is the kind of level to which the Pakistanis can stoop and made a mockery of their political positions as well as their military positions. So it is in this backdrop, it is really funny to hear this news that Pakistan has decided to promote its controversial jihadi army chief to the position of a field marshal.
Absolutely. So, Wasbir, by doing this, what is the message that Pakistan is trying to send to the world?
Well, rather than sending any message to the world, Pakistan is desperately trying to send a message to its domestic constituencies, because the people of Pakistan are absolutely angry. On one side, the Balochi rebels are giving a torrid time to the Pakistani military and security establishment. The large parts of Quetta, the capital of Balochistan, is in the grip of the Baloch Liberation Army, and in fact, Baloch leaders have declared independence. Gone to the extent of declaring independence. The Pakistan military has suffered severe reverses. Then suddenly, shortly after in the middle of the conflict, you find the Tehrik-i-Taliban, another armed group, killing 20 Pakistani soldiers in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. So they have their hands full. So rather than sending any message to the global community by promoting Asim Munir, the controversial jihadi military chief, to that of the field marshal, Pakistan is trying to send a message to its own constituents and stop a sort of rebellion that is expected in different parts of the country. And also, I think that has been aimed at preventing a possible coup in the Pakistani military. That's the way I look at Ronak.
Absolutely. So the Pakistan, desperate as it is, once again has ended up making a mockery of itself. Thank you very much, Wasbir, for giving us all those latest details. And on to another big story now. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma today referred to a 2022 tweet by Assam Congress MP Gaurav Gogoi and said that his loyalty lies across the border with Pakistan. The Assam Chief Minister said that certain individuals enjoy every privilege that India has to offer, like salary, power and position, and yet their loyalty lies across the border. Dr. Sharma said these people draw